Welcome back to another video for Destiny 2 Season of the Hunt, aka Beyond Light. Today we'll be going over Xur's inventory and review for November 20th, 2020. If you are looking for Xur, he is located here in the beautiful Nessus Watcher's Grave. So from the destinations tracker, simply click Nessus, go to the Watcher's Grave landing zone, and he will be up in the Chamber of Water here in the tree. On this branch here. We already got some people here. So we're going to go into his inventory, see what he has for sale, and then review what he has.
Is not my own, is yours.
So this week, if you haven't picked it up already, he usually has an exotic Cipher, which I have right here. So an exotic Cipher will allow you to pick up any old exotics from previous Destiny DLCs and seasons, depending on the exotics. I mean, last season's exotics, such as the Traveler's Chosen, I'm not able to pick up. I believe it kind of picks and chooses, but I digress nonetheless. You can also get the Anarchy as well, but you need something called raid points, so I'm assuming you have to play the raid to get those. Anyways, so this week he is selling the Skyburners Oath, and this will scale to your light level. I'm just letting you guys know. This is what my light level is. I am roughly 12-11, so, you know, it will scale to whatever I have below it. So we got the Skyburners Oath, the Aeon Swift, the Synthol Steps, and the rnstein Armlets. Before we continue, guys, if you do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, it would do me a big solid, and then that way you guys can stay up to date on all my Destiny videos and as well as other content. Anyways, we're going to jump right into it. So the Skyburners Oath Scout Rifle. This weapon lobs large explosive-seeking slugs when you're firing from the hip. When you're aiming down sights, the slugs turn straight with higher damage and a lower rate of fire. And the perk, this weapon is full auto, does extra damage to Cabal, and penetrates phalanx shields. So if you haven't gotten it, make sure you pick it up. It's a pretty decent scout rifle even now. I remember I had someone call them Phalanxes, and I'm like, can't you read? Anyways. Now we have the Aeon Swift for the Hunter, which is a, you know, I don't know. These Aeon gauntlets for the Hunter, Titan, and Warlock, they're not good. They're not good at all. The perk basically just makes it so you can gain nearby, you know, abilities from nearby Aeon cult allies. So, for example, dodging grants the following to nearby allies: grenades to Warlocks, dodge to Hunters, melee energy to Titans. But you do not get any of these buffs. Your other teammates have to have them. Not too bad stat-wise. I mean, it has, you know, 22 mobility, 48 resilience, 50 recovery, high recovery, and high resilience. The other stats are alright. The Synthol Steps for the Titan. These are really, really good exotics if you want to run a shoulder charging subclass. And the reason I say this is because the perk, increased melee lunge rage, improved melee and super damage when you're surrounded. And 99% of the time in Destiny, you're always surrounded. So these are really good for the Titan. If you haven't picked them up, I would recommend it. They also don't have that bad of a roll. High strength and high recovery and high resilience. So I think that this is probably the best bang for your buck right now. Finally, last but certainly not least, we have the rnstein Armlets for the Warlock. This perk is melee kills instantly restore a large amount of health and continue to restore health afterwards for a short duration. Not bad considering, you know, back in D1, Warlocks could just get their melee, you know, hit an enemy with their melee and get their health back. This kind of makes it so it's similar to that. And they have a high resilience and recovery, so everything this week has pretty high, I'd say perks in a sense. You know, we've certainly had lower numbers, but these are probably the best bang for your buck. I would pick up the Synthol Steps, the Skyburners Oath if you don't have it. It's a pretty good scout rifle, especially in, you know, PvP and in PvE. And the Synthol Steps. rnstein Armlets, I'm kind of on the fence. And as usual, Xur also has an exotic Engram with a predestined outcome. Contains a new exotic that you may not have. Obviously, since with the new Destiny DLC, what is happening is we are going to be getting exotics that we genuinely have already. So, for example, I got the Knucklehead Radar, even though I have it. They're not going to put in new exotics because there's a way that you can kind of farm that. I also have an exotic Cipher, so I could do that again if I'd like, but I'm not going to. But that's been the video, guys. If you could do me a big favor and hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Tell me down below if you've subscribed. Comment down below what you think of this video and what you're picking up from Xur this week. I will see you on the next video. Be sure to look out for that one. And as always, guys, have a great day and peace out.